Quick cup of tea to start. I'm using a yogi tea bag, and I love yogi tea bags because they give you the little quote on the little cardboard thing on the tea bag, and this one says, "See yourself in another, then be kind to yourself." We love a little bit of daily affirmation, do you know what I mean? Anyway, right. This doesn't feel hot. Okay, that would be a good start. Fill that baby up. I'm back. I'm back on YouTube. I've been gone for a couple of months and I'm sure the algorithm is gonna just screw me to the ground. To be really real with you guys, the reason why I had a break over the last couple of months is purely because I was just starting to feel really defeated from YouTube. I mean, I pour so much time and energy into making these videos and I just don't get the reach on here. Like it is a hard grind, and it becomes very kind of disheartening when you're pouring so much time into a YouTube video that gets maybe like, I don't know, 400 views max. And then I can put a reel on Instagram, like the one I put up yesterday, and like within an hour it hit over 2,000 views. So yeah, I just was getting to a point where I was just getting really frustrated because I just feel like my reach wasn't going anywhere on YouTube. And also reflecting as I was thinking, you know, maybe that is me. Maybe my content just isn't, you know, very good. Maybe I need to change the direction with it, and that's fine. So I'm kind of thinking about that, taking that on board. I did put up a question box on Instagram about what the content you want to see. A lot of people have said like case studies. Now, what are the other things? Case studies was a really strong one. What were the other things? Over the last couple of months, like I've had messages from people saying like, oh, when are you going to post back on YouTube? And I mean, it was really nice little motivation for me, honestly, because sometimes on YouTube I do feel like I'm like talking to crickets, like no one, because you just don't really get the same kind of engagement on a YouTube platform than you do on things like Instagram and like, you know, those kind of places. So it was nice to hear that some people do actually like my content. But anyway, let me just shut up. I'm back. Okay, that's the point we're making here. And today I'm going to actually share with you what I have bought to start making my little immune boosting kit. So that time of the year is upon us. It is definitely cold and flu season. I know many people close to me who have already been hit with the flu, and it's been pretty nasty for them this year. So I really want to be ahead of the game, get all the stuff ready in my cupboards, so that if I do feel like I'm coming down with something, I'm ready and I'm prepared. Because honestly, you can't just wait until you get ill to be getting this kind of stuff, because by the time you're ill and then order stuff or get things, by the time it comes, it's like, oh, it's too late. So you have to be prepared, okay? Just to give you guys a little update of what has been going on in the last 5 months, and just some things coming up as well. Clinic life has been a million miles per hour, but loving every minute of it. Yeah, I've been so busy this year, which I'm so grateful for. And I actually saw on my platform the other day that I'm literally just about to hit 300 clients. Crazy. That like blows my mind. I've been working on my gut health over the last couple of months since I did my last stool test, and I've actually just ordered another stool test, but I've gone with, I did the in vivo stool test actually because they sent through this really good offer the other day, and I was like, gonna take advantage of that. So I actually went with the in vivo stool test for a retest. I will just say actually, the test that I use the most with my clients though is definitely the GI map. If you are looking to do a stool test, in my opinion, I think the GI map is like top tier. That's the one that I use the most. In vivo is still a very good close second though, so I do love them. They're very comprehensive, and we're literally waiting for the results because I sent off the sample. So I will do maybe some content on that when I get the results and we can kind of see where things are at. But that kind of segues it quite nicely. Something that is going on in my life right now, which definitely is going to be a big theme for the coming months, is me and Rob are trying for a baby. I don't know why I said it like that. So yeah, me and Rob are definitely on our little trying to conceive journey, which I am very open to share, honestly. Like, I have no problem sharing it. I'm completely open and trusting that, you know, it will happen when it's meant to happen, and I'm not putting pressure on myself because you just don't know in trying to conceive journeys. Some people it happens really easy, some people it's a little bit harder. There's so many factors that go into it, so I'm staying very open with it. We've literally only just started trying, but yeah, I'm happy to kind of share the journey if that is something that you're interested for me to share more about. Also, if you have any questions about that, because I know what I'm like. If someone says they're on a journey, I'm like, what are you taking? What are you doing? How are you prepping? Do you know what I mean? So if there's questions about that and you're interested in content related, then let me know. I feel like the next year potentially could be a bit wild, because I tell you what, if we were to fall pregnant, we need to find another house. Like, me and Rob literally live in like a shoebox. Like, we're in a 1-bedroom house and it is so small, and that's why when I film videos, like, the background doesn't change too much, because honestly it's like I film in the kitchen or I film in our bed. Anyway, let's spin you around and let me talk about my immune boosting kit that I'm putting together. Oh my God, guys, before I start, I just have to show you this because it is literally my favorite thing at the moment. So with welleasy, I've literally just started launching a bit of merch. They had it on pre-order, so I don't think it's like available to buy at the moment. I'll check that out. But anyway, they came out with this cap and I couldn't wait for them to launch it because it says seed oil free. So now I can literally walk around the streets. I wore it out yesterday, just like repping seed oil free. Do you know what I mean? I love it. Oh, what the heck? Let's keep the hat on. The only thing is though, I feel like I'm gonna go to edit this and be like, hun, why did you leave the hat on? Okay, let's go through the things that I bought to make my own little immune boosting kit at home. Okay, so the first thing that I've picked up for my little kit is Propolis extract. Propolis is absolutely fantastic for your immune system. So it's anti-inflammatory, it's packed with antioxidants, but it's also antimicrobial and antiviral. So particularly if you do come down with a flu, this is a great thing to have in your cupboard. But also it is just really good as an immune booster. So it's a great thing to have just a small amount on a daily basis just to support that natural immunity. So that is what I have got it for. So I take a very mild amount on a regular basis, but if I was, you know, feeling like I was coming down with something or full-blown hit with something, this is something that I would definitely add a, you know, a little bit more of into my kind of healing remedy routine. The brand that I went for is called Raw Popped and it is organic raw propolis extract. I'll link everything in the description box for you. It's also really nice about propolis is this is something that the whole family can use. So children over the age of 1 can start using this, but obviously you would just put less in their water, or you know, you could put it in a bit of yogurt or something if you wanted to hide it. But yeah, you should put a little bit less for them. You can go by the directions that are on the packet of the one that you get. But yeah, it's super easy to take. So I just pop a couple of the drops into some water and then swig it back. One thing just to know, because see propolis, it's linked with kind of, you know, honey, bees, all that kind of stuff. It's not sweet, okay, the propolis. So don't kind of start chucking it on things thinking, oh, it's gonna add some sweetness. It won't do that. Second product that I got is also from Raw Pot, and this is also including with propolis as well. But this is the organic propolis and sage throat spray. So this is fantastic, as the name suggests, for anyone who has like, you know, sore throat, coughing, anything kind of that feels quite localized to this area, needs something quite soothing. Definitely when you get ill, I feel like particularly when you're hit with it and you're in a very desperate place, you're like, I need some remedies ASAP. That's where you'll go to the pharmacy and start picking up all, you know, the ones that they have. But if you have this in your cupboard, it's such a great alternative. So yeah, it's definitely one to get ahead of time, because like I said at the beginning, you don't want to be getting ill and then being like, oh, now I'll go get that throat spray that Ebony mentioned, because it'll probably be too late. There is also a little bit of honey in this, so that will help not only from like the antibacterial side, but also from like the soothing point of view. We've already spoke about the benefits of propolis, so you've obviously got that all in here, but you've also got sage, which is very well known for treating things like coughs, colds, and anything kind of in the throat region. And also sage is antimicrobial and antibacterial. So yeah, a very good option when you have something active in your throat. So this isn't a preventative thing, this is something for when you actually get hit with it and you need something to help fight and soothe. While we're on the topic of the throat, another thing just to throw in, I also always make sure I've got some thyme tea bags. Thyme is fantastic for the respiratory system. So if you suffer with anything, again, colds, coughs, anything like that, but also anything in the lungs, if you're getting wheezing, you know, chest infection, those types of things, thyme is fantastic. You can get thyme drops, so you can do thyme through other methods, and also a lot of people love to do thyme in like steam and inhale the steam. That's another really great remedy. But I love to have thyme tea bags as well, so I can also drink it, because obviously the warm liquid is also really nice and soothing on the throat, but then I've also got the thyme in there that's going to help try and fight the infections and everything as well. Okay, I feel like I'm just moving around this in terms of like we're talking about the throat, so let's keep in that theme. The next thing that I picked up, oh, my phone just went off. The next thing that I picked up is these Manuka Honey lozenges. I came across these last year and these are so fantastic because one, they are lozenges that are just made from Manuka honey. Where is the ingredients? Yes, 100% Manuka honey. And a lot of these lozenges, when you go into the supermarkets, a lot of them are loaded with like glucose syrups and just sugars and things added. Honestly, like when I'm ill, like I just don't want to be pumping, okay, you need to shush, sorry. I don't want to be pumping my body with more of that. So I absolutely love these because they're just one simple ingredient. Manuka honey is a very well-known ingredient in terms of immune boosting effects. But yeah, it does just have a whole host of benefits to the immune system. Very good, like antibacterial, etc. Very similar properties to the other ingredients we've mentioned. But also because it's honey, it's really nice and soothing and nice and coating, definitely on the throat. And these taste divine, may I just add. They're from the brand Convita. Again, I will link it down below. Okay, the next thing that is in my little kit is from a Vogle, or some people just call it Vogle. This is the Poho. So this is a stick, it's an inhaler stick. I'm sure you guys have seen these. You get the real common brands like, is it Albus oil or something? They do one. Vicks, all of the brands do these. But a lot of them can be filled with much more synthetic ingredients, and honestly just certain ingredients that I personally just don't want to be shoving up my nose and inhaling 24/7. So it's just more of a personal preference that I prefer to go more towards a little bit more of a natural route, and these use essential oils. So this is, let me tell you, peppermint oil, eucalyptus, common juniper oil, there is limonene in there, caraway oil, fennel oil, and vitamin E. So yeah, much more natural. Does the job, really good. Obviously, I mean, you guys know what these do. They decongest, they're really good when you've got blocked sinuses, great for headaches as well, actually. So even when you're not ill, if you've got headaches, sometimes it can come from sinus pressure. So these are great. In fact, actually, I'm actually gonna get another one of these because sometimes when I'm ill, don't tell me you don't do this either. Like, do you get two and then stick them both up your nose? Because I sometimes do that. So I'm gonna buy another one, so I've got two. Okay, moving on. Another thing that I've got is from a brand called Unbelievable. So B as in buzzing bee, but leavable. So this is called B as in bee, prepared, max strength immune formula. So yeah, basically I actually have the other ones in my cupboard here. I had the regular like everyday formula, which I do really like, but I just actually got the stronger ones. Because to be honest with you, when it comes to immune support, like I am taking quite a few things at the moment. Like I lean a lot on medicinal mushrooms, definitely, but I'm also taking a lot of vitamins and things, definitely because of like my conception journey. I'm just on a lot to support anyway. So I actually got the max strength formula more so to lean on when I feel like I'm getting something. So you know when you just on like that very early stage, you're like, oh, I feel a bit shifted like, in my body. I feel like I might be coming down something. I'll start pumping these down into my system. So that's what I got these for. But you can get the step down, which is the regular version, and you can just take them every single day. Or in fact, if you are someone who's incredibly more like immune compromised and you feel like your immune system's particularly weak, or you're in instances like you work in a school where you pick up things really frequently, then you might like the max formula. This has a mixture of ingredients, so you've got propolis in there again, elderberry is a great one as well for definitely a good in throat syrups, elderberry is, anything kind of to do with the throat, olive leaf, beta glucans, acerola cherry, reishi mushrooms, yeah, all immune boosting stuff. So if you want something all in one capsule, this is a really nice one. So that's what I've gone for this year. Speaking of medicinal mushrooms, another thing that I picked up is I actually got some reishi powder. I love medicinal mushrooms. I'm a huge fan of them. One of the big benefits of them is the immune side. So they're really good. They're immunomodulators. So they help regulate your immune system. They're also packed with all the qualities like anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, etc. So they're real, honestly, like, they're just really good well-rounders. That's why I love them so much. And I mean, they're the basis of definitely traditional Chinese medicine. So going back to kind of the history of medicine, these have been around for a very, very long time. But anyway, I picked up this reishi powder because it's a great one that you can add into hot drinks, and particularly with this time of year when the weather's starting to get a bit cooler, it's a time of year where I do fancy maybe, more hot chocolates or like just something more comforting, and you can chuck some reishi powder into that and boom, you just boosted up all, not only the immune boosting effects, but also like it's filled with adaptogens as well. So reishi is great for your sleep and your stress response. So many benefits. You want to mix this, I would say, a bit more like with earthier tones. Like hot chocolate is a really good drink to mix reishi in. Oh, and I forgot to say the brand of the one that I got is Hifiditerra. I will say when it comes to mushrooms, you really need to get good quality because mushrooms are very porous, okay? So if they're not organic and they're poor quality mushrooms, I wouldn't even go near them because they're gonna absorb all of the rubbish that's being sprayed on them or that's nearby, etc. So you want to go with a really good brand, and I put all of my trust into Hifiditerra. They're pretty much the only mushroom company really that I use nowadays. I also have this powder, which I also want to give a mention because this is fantastic as well. So this is from Tropica and this is their immunity powder, and this is fantastic. The ingredients, they are packed with antioxidants and just honestly immune superfoods. So you've got things in there, I mean, some that we've mentioned like elderberries in there, but you've also got things like camu powder, which is so rich in vitamin C. So if you're trying to like up your vitamin C and you're thinking about that around this time of year, definitely check out this immunity powder because it is a really great way to get it through food, and also it's so easy to use and it tastes pretty good. Like it tastes like berries. So you literally just add this into some water, stir it and drink it, and there you go. You just got a whole hit of immunity boosting ingredients. Great for travel. Like if you are traveling abroad, you could sip this when you're on the plane or when you're, you know, just daily when you're away. Or, you know, if you're working in an area like, for example, a hospital or a school where there's a lot of things going around and you want to just keep your immunity up, you could just take some powder with you, chuck it in your water in the day. And yeah, it's just like a really nice way just to get a good hit of antioxidants and like vitamin C, etc. Another thing that I definitely make sure I'm fully stocked up on, I mean, I'm fully stocked up on these all year round, but definitely in the winter, Epsom salts, okay? When you are ill, okay, and you're under the weather, there is nothing more relaxing than getting into a lovely bath, which is filled with magnesium salts to like soothe any aches and pains that you might be feeling in your body. So I definitely make sure that I've got a good stock of Epsom salts ready to go throughout the winter months. Also, a little tip, if you're in the UK and you're near Home Bargains, go in there because honestly, they're Epsom salts, like these are the West Lab ones, which is a really well-known brand of these salts, and they're so much cheaper in Home Bargains. Like in Boots, they want to charge you like £7 for a bag. Home Bargains, £3.29. Okay, so go stock up. I've got all the different ones. I've got the plain ones, I've got ones that have a couple of like essential oils in, like this one's the Zen one, I've got the detox one, all different types. So you can really play around, and what I love about Epsom salt baths as well is like, one, it's so relaxing, but you're also going to get a hit of magnesium, and that's what we're after, that magnesium to really help soothe the muscles. Also remember, magnesium has over 300 functions. It is vital for cellular energy, and it's going to be vital, honestly, for the optimal functioning of your body. So having a bit of magnesium definitely when you're under the weather is also definitely a good shout. But I also will just say, remember guys, over 70% of your immune system is inside your gut in lymphatic tissue. So other tips to support your immune system this season is support your lymphatic health. That's definitely a number one, but also think about your gut health. And that is why I am also working on my gut health, and be interested to see what my next gut test results say as well. So I can maybe see if I can even further optimize that gut state. And that's going to be the best immune support that I could also do. Remember as well that boosting your natural immunity is the best defense you will ever have, okay? That's all I'm saying. Right guys, I'm hopping off because I have actually got a client call in half an hour. So I need to go prep, get ready for that and get on with my clinic day. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I am happy to be back. Please, I do ask if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, you know, comment as well. All the engagement means the world to me, and for me that's kind of like the only exchange I ever could ask from you guys is, you know, in terms of support, is just engaging in the content, because that is just the best way to support any kind of channel here on YouTube. So yeah, really would appreciate that. It's been lovely chatting to you for this time, and I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah. Bye.